Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Empower Me Now community. Good afternoon and welcome to another beautiful Beta Spotlight inside our fantastic purpose driven community. My name is Kimberly Lechnick, relationship growth strategist and founder of this fantastic community. And I am with a very, very special guest, Cindy Gore. It's Gorney,
Morning.
correct? Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I feel very blessed.
Absolutely. And we are blessed to have you inside our community as a purpose-driven entrepreneur, purpose-driven woman. But before we get started, let's dive in. I love music. I feel like it's such a powerful way that we're able to express ourselves. And in thinking about music this morning, I'd love to find out, what music do you really go to when you want to feel connected, grounded, or inspired, motivated? What is that music?
Oh, that's a tough question. I love all types of music: Motown, Beatles, oldies. I really don't like rap that much. R&B, country music. I want to get up here. I want to go to Asheville and get those little country boots. And I'm a dancer. I take ballroom dance lessons, and I love all types of dance. And that is also a way to express yourself with, I like freestyle with, the West Coast swing, where you can put your little signature move on the styling that you want to share, and that really makes your heart and soul shine, and makes you, when you open up that creativity in yourself, it's an energy that it's very hard to describe, because I'm in energy. I'm all about the energy, and I like to do things that create more energy, in a balanced energy, in an energy that is freeing your soul, nothing that is holding you back.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. And I love what you said about the ballroom dance. I ballroom dance as well. And I mean, when you're on the floor, you become, just for me anyway, I become something else. Like I'm just, yeah, I love it. I can't, I feel like tangoing now. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us this morning. And it helps us kind of learn a little bit about more about you on the personal side, because I think what we do, what we listen to, and it kind of gives a different kind of flavor when we're getting to know someone. So let's dive right in. We are a community of purpose-driven entrepreneurs. And as a purpose-driven woman, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, so we could learn a little bit about that, and what do you do?
Well, who I am. I'm intuitive. Divorced since '04, raised two sons on my own. And I think that was actually a blessing in disguise, that it empowered me to, send them to college, to do everything on my own. I look back, I'm so proud I did it. I'm not angry. I'm grateful that I did it on my own. Everything I did for them, that they were my everything. And then now, things have really changed, where, another quantum leap was in 2017, when I got the Akashic record reading, and she told me that I was intuitive. And I actually thought that everyone else got those messages. And I've been getting downloads, and all kinds of interesting things have happened to me. When I left, I'm in Marco now. And when I left here, December 20th, 20, I flew from Fort Myers to Midway, and I said, that's it. I'm done. It was cold. It was dirty. It was dark. It was locked down. My readings, the energy, they were good. They still talk to me or they were off the charts when I'm in Marco. So I knew that I needed to step out of my comfort zone and leave Illinois. Built my home, lived in it for 33 years, got rid of all my treasures. I was actually kind of hit a tummy ache, like, oh, there goes all my little treasures. But, my wonderful neighbor, he has a lot of them in her basement. And I just stepped out of my comfort zone. I thought I wanted to live here, but I wasn't sure. And I always wanted to get an RV and travel. And I stopped saying no to things, within reason. I was on a dance cruise and somebody asked me, he was like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I said, well, I don't know. And he goes, well, we're going to rent motorcycles and drive along the coast of Spain. Do you want to go? And I said, yes. I mean, my hands were like all sweaty, but I just want to experience everything. That, 60 was a milestone for me, and I'm not holding anything back. And I want to travel all the states, and then, more of Europe and everywhere else.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So not just creativity, Cindy, not just creativity, but like, that's what you were just talking about for me is like me on the dance floor. It's like we often compartmentalize ourselves, right? Into the different containers, where we put ourselves. But what you just described is how I feel on the dance floor. Like I feel so free. I feel so free. And that allows me to kind of, be in my different spaces, right? But I love that. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I really, really do, because you're able to live that full expression all the time. So tell us about that. Tell us about how that feels to be able to be in that space.
I've been through a lot in my life, and I really embraced fear and let go of it. During a meditation, I was handed a torch, and it was a man, and he said that I'm to teach. He didn't say men. I don't like to single men out. I'm writing a book about teaching men how to date, by the way. But for women is to teach them to let go of fear and to embrace it. Because when you step into anything that, feels a little wobbly, you let go of that pattern. You grow, you evolve. And the more you start doing and changing and growing, you're not living in the fear anymore. You're living in the freedom and the fun and the joy.
I love that. And let's go back to that moment where you were asked to go to Spain. What was going through your mind at that moment? And then after you said yes, what was going through your mind?
Well, the first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm not saying no, I want to go. I did feel, it was kind of like the exciting fear, like tingly, exciting. Oh my gosh, another adventure. I love to explore.
I love that. And you know what is coming up for me right now is Eat, Pray, Love. I absolutely love that movie. And as we're having this conversation, that's what it reminds me of. Like, it's not just about thinking about the journey in your mind. It's actually saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to follow this, and I'm going to see. I'm being called for this. I'm going to do. So I absolutely love it. Love it. So, we've learned a little bit about you so far, but let's peel back some more layers. So you had mentioned that you're intuitive, and you mentioned, I'm not going to say it correctly, the Akashic Records. So tell us a little bit more about you as an intuitive, and we'd like to learn.
It is like my saving grace. Like, God has always been with me, but the Akashic is different. Like they say that God is here and then there's the Akashic. So they're always with me. My confidant, my, my gatekeepers, my, I don't know. It's like kind of like my partner, like they're there to guide me. And I think that when you work, first of all, you have to be truthful, be with yourself, with your clients, with everything. Because when you are open to all that and give all that energy to your authenticity, it's very empowering, and it just flows through more. So that is the part of the manifesting of, how I can do all these things, because everything that I do is for my best self. Like I'm really mindful of what I eat, what I think, the love language that I tell myself, that I tell others. Sometimes I have that monkey mind, but I'm really good to myself. This is my first Christmas alone, away from everyone. I have a few friends, dabbling in the social world. And most of the time I like to get lost at the beach and pretend I'm a mermaid. But to honor everything and to be sacred with your journey and what really sets your soul on fire. I like to dress like I'm $1 million. Like if you want to feel like you're $1 million, dress it, think it, eat it, say it, do it. It's everything. It's not just the way you do one thing. And that's what the Akashic have taught me. Sorry if I'm rambling on.
You are not rambling. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. Your time to really we want to peel back the layers of the onions. When we're getting to know people, we want to get to know them. It's all about the relationship.
And with the Akashic record, the things that people say to me, like, no one in the world knows that. And that's what happened to me. So when I open somebody's record, I tell them, there'll be time for questions, but I like to get the information that they give. And then it kind of goes full circle as to why I saw this, they told me this, whatever. And then, what's going on. And then it kind of, past lives. And it's just kind of all woven into one magical little 1 hour reading that's on a recorded line that I'm doing on the beach now. I just keep creating. It's so fun. I found a spot where the Hilton is there in the morning and I get shade. So, I went shelling, and I'm into shelling now. I'm like just looking at all these shells and intuitively, like, okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Oh, I see something. I want to touch that and look at that. And, it's just so beautiful.
Oh my gosh. I can so identify with what you're saying on that level. I had an experience with the tree. I have many experiences with the tree. And, I could feel emotion bubbling up inside me. I'm thinking about this one specific time. And what I did is I went home and I sat on, it's just like a step, to step up to the front door, nothing fancy. And I looked over at the tree, and in that moment, the tree was swaying. And I was watching the branches, and I kid you not, I think you're going to understand what I'm saying. The tree gave me the answer. Now, if I were to say that to someone else, they'd be like, okay.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And then I just felt a sense of calm, almost as if, and that's why I'm very excited to get to know you, because I feel like there's a whole nother part of each and every one of us. Some of us are more daring to kind of go into it. Some of us aren't able to do that. And like you were sharing about your experience of being rooted for 30 years and then actually untangling those roots and looking at the other side of that and all the freedom that it was offering you and all of the beauty. And I love what you were saying about the shells. I love that because to me, it's like really stripping down and looking at what is just so wonderful. But we often don't pay attention to those things that are all around us that really, really matter. So I love that. I just love that. And I can feel your bravery and your courage as we're having this conversation. It's strong and it's strong and it's not something. And woman to woman right now, I can really identify when you are communicating that untangling, right? I can really identify with that because when, as women, we're often building, we build things. We don't just build them, we build them with a deep love and care. And so that untangling, although it's providing you so much freedom and beauty, there's also that emotion that I feel right now is I was thinking, sorry about that, but I was
No. It's all
yeah,
good. It comes easy for me. It's all
yeah.
good. I love it all.
I'm with you on that one.
If it needs to release, let it release.
I'm with you on that one. But tell us, let's transition a little bit and tell us what's happening with your gifts, your intuitive gifts, and what you're doing for people with the Akashic records, which I absolutely am fascinated with and can't wait to learn from you. Tell us more about that and what you're doing.
Well, I want to help as many souls as possible. And then especially, when I'm on the beach or I'm at a restaurant or I'm at the store or I'm talking to somebody or about the birds or how we ever connect, I'm just passing out my cards and telling them, if you have any questions, please reach out. And then I intuitively go on Facebook and sometimes I pick somebody, and I do like a 15-minute little breakthrough. And it's magical because there was a girl and she was stuck and she's on Facebook, and I created a major shift in her life, and that's my gift. And I just want to keep helping others and tuning in, tapping in. A lot of it is, I give some freebies, like a woman I posted, what was I given during a meditation? She said some type of fire torch. I'm like, bing, 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 you get a free reading. So, I feel honored and blessed, and I'm so grateful for everything. I mean, I just let it come, embrace it, I just feel it and allow it so that I can help others. And when you're in that energetic momentum, it just keeps coming. So that's how I feel the need to share more. And, Christmas alone, I feel like one day I was like, oh my gosh, I wish my son would have come down and blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just embracing it. I went for a massage. I'm like, okay, what do I really want to do? And I'm just all about me. It's so fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm still thinking about that motorcycle in Spain.
Yeah. Those little highlights, they're miracle moments that I want everybody else to feel this.
Yes.
You can do it. It's magic. You can, my course is reasonable. You can do this.
So tell us, though, you mentioned miracle moments. So if you were going to give us something, a learning right now, how can we tap in to our miracle moments? How can we manifest more miracle moments in our life?
I would get clear about what you want, and focus on that. Feel it, see it, embrace it. Pretend like you're doing it. You know, get silly, get jiggy with it. Just go for it. Don't release all those obstacles and just keep moving. And meditate, let go of I was going to teach a course. I'm thinking of having a group where I teach meditation, because I met a gal, and that's how I do this stuff, because like people tell me, I hit a little soul circle here. Well, I can't meditate. So that's like bing, 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 bing in my head. Okay, I can fix that. When I hear something that somebody is holding themselves back with, that gives me the opportunity to create. So you kind of let go of your mind and let your subconscious come in. Like, you can close your eyes, get comfortable, follow the light. And then, like yoga, everything is a practice. Don't expect to meditate and have these miracle moments until you practice it, and take care of yourself. By all means, like, love your soul as much as you can. Journal what you want. And then, kind of come back to it. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I'm trying this. And just keep going. And I don't, my life isn't perfect. People think, they're like, oh, it must be nice. Well, yeah, it is, but I do the work. And if you don't do the work, there's no results.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. So how can we contact you?
Oh, I'm all over the place. Facebook. I have a website, soultimewithcindy.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Yelp now, Google. Yeah. And people, it's funny. So I think that they feel my energy, because I had a cute conversation with the gal last night about how to create this Yelp account. And I'm like, okay. And it's fun because I inspire people. I don't mean to brag or anything, but they kind of like it. So
Absolutely. There's nothing better. That's what makes us purpose driven, right? There's nothing better. Changing the world, one, two, and then feeling that ripple. And, you're in the perfect place for it. One of my favorite places, by the ocean, and just really feeling into it. I love it. So community, lean into this conversation. Sometimes when we're practicing our listening, it's really important just to kind of block everything out and just focus and really, really listen, because there's a lot of golden nuggets here that you can take away, and a lot of learnings that you can take away. And reach out to Cindy. Have a conversation. That's what getting to know one another is all about. Especially if this conversation is resonating with you right now. So we are all purpose-driven in this community, purpose-driven entrepreneurs, and the journey of it all is not necessarily always so easy, as we've learned from your story. But if there was one thing that you could give, one tidbit, one more golden nugget to give to that new purpose-driven entrepreneur, what would that be, Cindy?
To love your soul, even any of your shortcomings, to love it, and to and they are talking to me right now. Embrace every fault, and something. Could I change that? Could I make that better? How can I heal this part? Really, and be playful with it. Enjoy your journey, enjoy the healing. And that's what I love about the Akashic, is because level 1, you heal your soul, and then you learn how to, then you can help heal others. So,
Mm.
you know, I just love seeing a shift. And it's funny, a friend of mine said, instead of a Christmas, we're having a shiftmas. I'm like, yeah.
I love it.
So, and you know what? The holidays are hard for a lot of people. You know, reach out to me. I'm here. I don't have, you know, a ton of family around, and I'll give a reading on Christmas Day, whatever.
I
I'm
love
open.
I love that. And I want you to know too. Um, the community was created, this community, Empower Me Now, was created as a true community. I know we're online, and often people think, like, how many Facebook groups, do we belong to, and what really is a Facebook group? But really, honestly, that's why I love these conversations, and I find them very valuable because we're more than just a community. So you are not alone. You are
Thank
not alone. And the same goes your way. If you want to chat, if you want to talk, yes, it's the holidays, and yes, we all have responsibilities, but I know that I am also always open. I know that many of our members are always open to having a conversation. So even when that thought comes into mind, just remind yourself as well. And community, if you're listening and you're saying, you know what, the holidays are a struggle for me, like, even if you do have family, sometimes you can have family and you can still be struggling. It doesn't mean because we're surrounded that we're necessarily in some kind of perfection mode. It just means that we have bodies around us sometimes, and not necessarily true connection. But we really want you to feel true connection inside our community. So, Cindy, it was fantastic getting to know you, peeling back these layers, and I look forward to learning more about you and how you are healing the planet and healing humanity. Are there any other things that you would like to share before we close today?
No, I'm just very touched and honored. I'm so grateful that you asked me. It's a pleasure to be here and to share. And thank you for your time and all that you do for the community as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure to bring Cindy to your community, and I really encourage you, reach out. That's what these conversations are for. It's for you to get a quick synopsis and really, really honestly reach out and build those relationships. We are all about building relationships in this community, not just because we're entrepreneurs, we're people first. We're people first, purpose driven people. All right. Have a fantastic afternoon, Cindy, community, and we look forward to connecting with everyone soon. And if you are saying, hey, wait a second, I want to be part of the Spotlight series, well, we want you to be part of it too. Reach out and we can get everything set up. Have a fantastic afternoon and weekend.